Hey guys, how's it going? How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. If this is your first time checking out Truly Divine's channel, what is up? My name is Amy. If you're returning, guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is your Divine Masculine message to Divine Feminine for this week. So let's just get started. Hopefully you guys are having a great start to your week. So the first message that's coming through, just before I get started, I feel this overwhelming sense of really in my feelings this week, really coming to terms with everything that is happening, really coming to terms with how I truly feel. So for me, this week is big movements for Divine Masculine. This week, I feel like Divine Masculines, a lot of them are really coming out of their shells. They're really starting to embrace their feelings. They're really starting to understand that things are shifting and understanding that things are changing. And I feel a sense of a lot of them are starting to get that courage to come closer. So that's a good thing. I feel like I'm being pushed. So that to me feels like Divine Masculines are being pushed to do the right thing. They're being pushed to come out of their shells. They're being pushed to come back towards Divine Feminines. I feel a lot of, what is the word I'm thinking? Like, I feel like I'm just awakening to what I've been missing out on. So for me, when I'm reflecting that for Divine Masculine, I just feel like he has awakened to what this connection is. He has awakened to what this is with you, okay? So Divine Masculines are in a place right now where one of the strong messages that are really coming in this week is, I'm so sorry, baby, okay? So whoever's Divine Masculine this is, it is a collective message. So if it resonates with you, fantastic. If it doesn't, move along. There'll be a message for you next week. Like I said, there's a shift and there's a change in energy right now. And I feel like it's been a long, tough road. Very long, very tough, very exhausting for both the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. And I feel as Divine Masculine is either entering into that awakening or has finally gone through his awakening and he's coming out of it, he's got all of these feelings that he's feeling and he's still not necessarily sure of why he feels the way that he does. But he knows that how he handled things with you, Divine Feminine, how things have ended with you, he is not proud of that. He is not proud of the fact that he ghosted. He is not proud of the fact that he disconnected. He is not proud of the fact that he moved away from the very thing that he should have been walking towards or running towards. So it's like him really validating right now for me that he knows that he made that mistake and now he has this opportunity, this chance to make it right. It's just all a matter of time. And I have been saying that forever now. But he's coming through strong and saying, like, I'm so sorry, baby, for hurting you. I'm so sorry for ghosting. I'm so sorry for not being open and honest with you about how I truly feel. Because he is lost without you. And I feel when I'm talking about him being lost without you, it's this feeling of not having that security behind him anymore. Not having that person. Not having that... You know when you find, and this is the only way I know how to explain this, you know when you find that person and you have that person in your life who's there with you through thick and thin no matter what you do to them, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like he had someone, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, you were someone who was his blanket. You were someone that no matter how many times he ghosted, wasn't talking to you, wasn't giving you what you needed, whatever the case is, you stuck through it. You stuck it out because you knew that your love for him was unconditional. So you tried everything possible to show him that this was what you wanted, that this Divine Masculine was everything that you needed. And now because of this separation, it's like Divine Feminine has taken her power back, which congratulations. That's tough to do, but it's needed, so you guys should be proud of yourselves. But I feel like ever since Divine Feminine has taken their power back, most of us have anyways, you have really shifted things. You have really awakened your Divine Masculine. You have really shown him that you have no problem upping and leaving. You have no problem in going to do what you need to do for you. And you're not anyone's blanket. And when I say that, I really feel like Divine Feminine, you will give everything you have to the person, but at the same point, you're starting to get a backbone. You are starting to realize that you're no one's I don't want to say keeper, but it's kind of a feeling of you're no one's like side chick or, you know, side option. It's like you either know what you have with me or you're going to find out the hard way and you're going to lose out on that. So it's like, because Divine Feminines, most of you have taken that power back. You have taken your energy back. You have been listening to me. You have been drawing in and working on yourselves. It's kind of like Divine Masculine has felt that sense of disconnection. He has felt that sense of, wow, you know, this is what it feels like to not have her in my life. This is what it feels like to watch her walk away. Like, he's feeling that disconnection right now, and it's making him feel lost. It's making him feel like, for the first time in his life, he doesn't have that person behind him. He doesn't have that rock. He doesn't have that safety blanket. He has to go and figure things out for himself. He has to go and go within and really start to work on these problems, start to work on, you know, he doesn't have you to fall back on and listen to. He doesn't have you to vent to. He doesn't have you to be there when he, you know, is looking for his fuckboy situation, whatever the case is, right? So it's being in this place where lately it's just, he's been overthinking, and overthinking isn't a bad thing when it comes to Divine Masculine, because I feel like we as Divine Feminines, we have done enough of that for the two of you. Two of them, right? So I definitely feel like because you have disconnected, because you have taken your power back, Divine Feminines, Divine Masculines are now in their head because they're like, what is going on? Why am I feeling this way? Why all of a sudden, now that she's not in my life, do I feel that disconnection? Why all of a sudden am I in my head? Why am I second guessing this connection? Why am I second guessing where this is going? And it's leaving him feeling a little bit undeserving of you. Because he's like, for the first time in my life, it's not coming easy. You know what I mean? Like, you're the Divine Feminine that has standards. You're the Divine Feminine that says, you know what? I'm not going to be anyone's Gucci mama. I'm not going to be anyone's side chick. I'm not going to be anyone's option. You choose me or you lose me, right? And I feel like because some of you have made that decision to walk away from your Divine Masculines, because you're not willing to do the third party, you're not willing to be settling, you have standards, you set those standards, you raise the bar. It's kind of like, whoa, you know, it's a wake-up call for Divine Masculine right now, and I feel like he's coming through, and he's like, man, I always thought that she would be there. I always thought that no matter how, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's like, I always thought that even if I treated her bad, she would always be there. And I know that's on him. But at the same point, it's like, now that you've taken that power back, you have those standards. It's like he feels like he's not even up to your level. He feels undeserving of you. He feels like he's never going to be good enough for you now. So it's him needing to really work through these emotions. Him really needing to see that it's not that he's not good enough for you anymore. It's that you have set that tone. You have set that standard. You have said, you know what? I'm not going to be your second option. I'm not going to be a second choice. I'm not going to be the girl that stays here and waits around for you to decide what you want, because I know my worth and I know my value as a Divine Feminine, and I know what I bring to the table. And if you want to entertain these karmics, if you want to entertain these low vibrational women, then you can go right ahead, because I'm not about that anymore. I was like, as soon as you tuned your energy from him to you and started working on you and healing you and Divine Feminine, just getting yourself to a place where you're treating yourself as if you're a queen, as if you're of value, and it's fantastic, because you're able to really start to see your worth. And I feel like as soon as you did that, as soon as you started working on you and taking your energy back, the game changed, babe. Like it evolved, it changed. So I mean, he does feel undeserving of you. He does feel like, you know, yeah, he does not feel like he's at your level. If anything, he feels below your level now. But he's coming through, he's saying, please wait, like, don't give up on me. And I feel like Some of you, I can just hear right now, you're going to say it's too late, and that's your choice. You do what you need to do for you. Others of you are, using this as, not a game tool, but more so, this is who I am. This is what you get. If this is not what you want, then, there's the door. I just feel like he is coming through. He is being genuine. He is in his feelings. And, at the end of the day, there comes a point, right? I get that you've been in your feelings. I get that you've had a harder time with this connection. I get that you went through awakening later than I did. But when is enough enough, right? And I know as a divine feminine, that's exactly where I'm at too. So being on both sides and seeing both sides of the story like this, I get him being in his feelings. And I'm trying to channel is, okay, well, you can go over there and be in your feelings, but I'm still going to go over here and live my life. But he is in his feelings, and you both are mirroring each other. Here's the thing, though. You ever, and I know I get this question a lot, have you ever just randomly just felt angry, randomly just felt happy, randomly just felt upset, for no reason whatsoever? You have to understand that when you are dealing with your twin, when you are in that twin flame journey, you'll mirror your twin's energy. So right now, if you are feeling any type of, confusion, loss, hurt, anger, happiness, if you get spurts of that, you have to know that you are mirroring your divine masculine and he is mirroring you. So there's a lot of it's a reflection period for both of you because you're still going through the emotions, divine feminines. You're still trying to figure out, okay, why can't I disconnect? I know that I have more value to be over here than I do chasing my divine masculine. But at the same time, those feelings are never going to get away. You're going to love your divine masculine unconditionally, no matter how far you gravitate away. So you both are mirroring each other at this moment. But you know how I said that walking away will draw them in? That's also what this mirroring is talking about, is that as soon as you stop putting all of your energy on divine masculine, you can go do what you need to do for you, divine feminine. And he will sense that. He will start to miss you. And that's exactly what's going on, is that you have taken your power back, you have taken your control back, and when you did that, it kind of lit a match under divine masculine's ass. I don't know, there's a quote that says something like that. But you have to know that that's exactly what's going on. He's had some clouded judgment. So I don't know if your divine masculine has been dealing with substance abuse, anxiety, or depression, but those are a few things going up. Some things aren't as they seem. So someone needs to hear that today too. So just know that just because something is portrayed to be something does not necessarily mean that's exactly what's going on. So he's just coming through and saying, there's so much more I want to say to you. Yeah, he hasn't told you everything he needs to say to you, but he also hasn't been as far as he is now in the awakening process. I feel like he's further along and he's maturing as he goes, but he's still not directly where he needs to be. And until he gets that courage to really open up and really be in a place of, okay, it's now, I need to do it now. Yeah, he's still trying to come to terms with what to say to you, but it's when is it enough? You know what I mean? When, and I'm not saying being open and being honest and, being truthful and sharing how you feel is easy, but you make that choice, right? So I feel like as a divine masculine, he's thought about reaching out, but then he stopped himself. And I think he stopped himself because he's afraid of what or how you're going to react when he does come forward. But he has been watching you on social media because he knows that a part of you is with him. A part of you will always be with him. You have his heart. And even though he hasn't admitted to himself, even though he hasn't been in a place of understanding why things are happening in his life, he's just coming through and said, I literally have loved you the minute that I saw you. So there's real honest love here. There's totally real honest love here because you're his person. You're the one person that he can talk to, the one person he can turn to, the one person he really trusts in life. And he's grateful for you. He's grateful for this connection. He's grateful for where things have gone. You were his favorite hello and his hardest goodbye. So it was like you stirred up emotions in him. You changed him. And when I say you changed him, you came into his life and you showed him what love was about. You know, when you guys came into connection, when you guys came into terms, when you guys came into agreements, or just started to hang out, chill, talk, whatever the case is. It's like when you guys were in union, you taught him what love was again. You taught him that even though he has had failed relationships in the past, he can love again. He can be open. He can trust. So being around you, being near you, talking to you, communicating with you was, even if he never showed it, it was one of the most profound moments. You have had a profound moment in his life. But now that you're not here, now that you guys have disconnected, you're separated, you're not in union, you're not communicating, it's kind of like it is the hardest thing that he's ever had to do, was to say goodbye. Because it's not something that he wants to do, but at the time of you guys disconnected, at the time of you guys walking away, he felt like that's what he needed to do. But he misses your kisses, your touch, and your body. He misses touching you. He misses being intimate with you. He dreams about you. What I feel for you, I've never felt for anyone else. So there is deep feelings for here. Really, really deep feelings. I want to make love to you. Because you feel like home. And you're the one. So whoever's divine masculine this is, he knows that this is the connection that he wants. You know, he knows that the moments that you guys shared, it was true. It was real. And he wants that back. And I feel like he's going through that process of now needing to understand that he is worthy of love. He is worthy of that relationship. He's worthy of having someone who loves him. He's coming to terms with his feelings for you. He's coming to terms where this is headed, where this connection is headed. And I really feel like for the majority of the divine masculines and the divine feminines, 2020 is going to be a year of union. So I definitely feel a shift. I definitely feel like within the next 3 months, a lot of you are going to find your divine masculines coming back. So I think this was an upbeat message. I think it was more personal this week, but you guys let me know how you like it. I'm sending you guys all love and light, and I will see you guys again soon.